Hello guys, it's Mr. Maximo here, Vinny Sandu for the European Cricket Network with another match preview for a European Cricket Series match. And today I'm previewing match 25 of the European Cricket Series Barcelona. It's the first match of Tuesday, the 17th of November between Fateh and Catalunya CC. Now this game will begin on Tuesday morning at 7:30 a.m. GMT. That's 8:30 a.m. in Central Europe and it's 1 p.m. in India. And as always, you can catch the action right here on the European Cricket Network. If you're in India or the surrounding areas, you can catch it on Fan Code. And if you are anywhere else around the globe, you can catch it on SportsFlick. Check out the SportsFlick app in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store, or check out their website, sportsflickglobal.com, because you do not want to miss any European Cricket Series action, because there's nothing else like the European Cricket Series on the planet. And like I always say, there is so much happening in the world of European cricket. So why don't you follow us on social media at European Cricket? You can follow me at Mr. Maximo. Thanks again to everybody who sends me messages every day. It's so great to hear so many people around the world are enjoying the entertainment of the European Cricket Series. There's also the European Cricket Network app in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Our YouTube channel, ECN European Cricket Network. It's a great place to go to get the highlights of the games, to check out these players, check out these teams, and also our website, europeancricket.com. That is where you can go to get the tables, the standings, the current statistics, of course, for all the players and teams. So make sure you check it out. I also put an article up on the website, europeancricket.com, for every one of these match preview videos. And if you do like these match preview videos, why don't you give us a thumbs up and leave a comment? I'll get back to as many as I can. I always love engaging with the fans that are watching European cricket. Well, let's have a look at what's coming your way on ECN. Tuesday, the 17th of November. 4 matches on match day 7, like we have every day over the 10 match days in Barcelona. We're getting closer and closer to finals Friday, which will be Friday, the 20th of November. Now, of the 9 teams in Barcelona, only 4 can make the semi-finals. So it's going to be a hard run to the finals for some of these teams, but it's getting very, very interesting. To check out the latest table, don't forget you can go to europeancricket.com, and I always put a link in the description of this video if you want to go straight to the page, which is to do with the European Cricket Series that is currently in play. So let's have a closer look at this match, Fateh versus Catalunya CC. And as always, we have some likely lineups for you. Fateh will be led by their captain, Manjinder Singh Lovely, with Manish Kumar Toki to be their wicketkeeper. While for Catalunya CC, Nisa Ahmed is their acting captain. Ralph Zaman will have the gloves. And let's talk a little bit about these two teams. Well, Fateh, they opened their ECS account last month with a memorable golden ball win and finished with a winning record in the October tournament. But they've had a much more difficult time of it so far in November. They've lost all 3 of their games they've played, and things do not get any easier for them, with 2 difficult games against the top of the table teams, the 2 top of the table teams on Tuesday, being Catalunya CC as well as PAC Care. Well, Catalunya CC, they of course were Spain's ECL 19 representatives, and they've been the form team in Barcelona, winning the October series after going unbeaten in that tournament. Although I would say their mantle perhaps is being challenged somewhat in this tournament by PAC Care, who have looked very strong as well. Both of those teams have won 5 out of their 6 games, and with 2 preliminary matches to play, they look assured of a place on finals Friday. Now, Catalunya CC are without their regular captain, the Big Mac, Mohammad Amgan Khan, in this series. He is on a well-deserved vacation, and they're missing a couple of other regulars, but they have shown they have drafted the players in. They're still a force to be reckoned with in Barcelona. So I think it's going to be a very interesting run to the end of the week, finals Friday, and to see who raises the trophy in this European Cricket Series. Let's have a look at Mr. Maximo's 11 to watch. And as always, hopefully that you find this information useful, particularly if you are participating in some fantasy cricket. And starting with Fateh, I have highlighted the captain, Manjinder Singh Lovely. Now, he can bat in the top order and also bowl. Now, his highest score of 25 is actually the highest score of any of their batsmen so far in this series. So probably that tells you how they're going. He's also taken a bit of tap with the ball, but he was an effective bowler for Fateh in last month's series where he was their leading wicket taker. So he's one that has to step up if they're going to be competitive and start winning some games. I have also highlighted Happy Singh. Well, I would have been sad to leave Happy out, but I almost had to because he does look low on confidence and a bit out of form. But don't forget, last month he was their leading run scorer in the October series. In fact, he is the only Fateh batsman to score more than 35 in any of their 10 matches so far across the 2 European cricket series. So hopefully he can turn it around and spark something for his team. I round out my Fateh players with some bowling options. Trilochan Singh, he's come across from Catalunya CC and he's been dynamite with the ball, taking 5 wickets this week. I've also got Rajiv Singh. He's chipped in with 2 wickets and scored a few runs in the last match against Minaj. As well as a shadow player, I had to mention Kuldeep Singh. Now, he was the golden ball hero right back on the first ever day of the European Cricket Series adventure. It's over a month ago now, so he might be worth a look too because he does have a bit of a magic quality about him. Let's talk about Catalunya CC, and it's a very strong side. It's got plenty of star power, and I've decided to go with some super highlights for them. 2 players, Farouk Sohail. Now, he's come across from Park Montcada, and he scored 77 off 25 against Raval Sporting in the final match of week 1 on Friday evening, and that innings included no less than 10 Maximos. So he's a player in form, and who's to say that he won't repeat the dose in this match? I've also super highlighted Ibra Hussein. Well, he's been out of this world for his new club. He has no less than 11 wickets in 11 games, which makes him the leading wicket taker across all teams. And in addition, he's also contributed over 100 runs with the bat. So he has been an amazing find for Catalunya CC. And he somewhat fills the hole left by the Big Mac, Mohammed Aramgan Khan. So let's see if he can keep it up. I've also highlighted Naveed Aslam, who has a good chance to open the batting, along with Yasser Ali, who is a very talented and experienced player. In fact, it's not often I relegate him to bridesmaid status, so I think he is also an honorary super highlight, and he's actually Catalunya CC's leading run scorer this series, including a very destructive 94 on opening day. Now, look, this guy consistently scores at over 2 runs a ball, and as a bonus, he can also contribute some pretty handy off spin. So Yasser Ali, he showed in the first game last week how destructive he can be with that 94, and this is their first game of week 2. So he's a good chance to get amongst the runs, I think. I've also highlighted Ali Hassan Raza. He's a batsman who scored a half century in a tight win over Minaj. I've also got the captain in there as a batting option, Nisa Ahmed, as well as a bowler, Syed Shirazi, who has 4 wickets this series. But you might remember him as the leading wicket taker in the first edition of the European Cricket League in Lamanga back in 2019. Of course, the European Cricket League is the Champions League of European cricket. And speaking of the European Cricket League, there are lots of things going on behind the scenes. Nothing I can share with you just yet, but it's very exciting, the plans for 2021 that are coming along. And we couldn't do it without the support of everybody out there that gets behind the European Cricket Series and European cricket in general. And of course, thanks to all of the people that are working for European cricket and working really hard to bring this cricket to you and this entertainment to you, no matter where you are around the world. So lots of things going on behind the scenes, so stay tuned. And like I said, make sure that you check out our website and check us out on social media to keep up to date as those announcements come out. Well, for this game, it's prediction time. And well, if ever there was a David versus Goliath, I feel like this is it, because Fateh, they are just luckless in the European Cricket Series lately. And I think it's their batting that's letting them down. If I'm honest, their bowling and fielding hasn't been too bad. It's probably on par with some of the other teams, but their batting has been horrendous. In fact, last month, they even recorded the lowest ever score in a completed innings in the European Cricket Series. That was only 35. And with no batsman getting over 35 except for one innings by Happy Singh when he scored 59 not out in the previous series, and with no individual scores higher than 25 in the 3 games so far, I just can't see them scoring enough runs to compete with Catalunya CC. But I guess their best bet is to try and hold Catalunya CC to a reasonable total and to try and chase it. But no surprises from me today that I have gone for the heavy favourites, Catalunya CC. And I kind of had Ibra Hussein as my star player, but I had a late feeling about Yasser Ali as I was putting the show together, because I thought, well, the first game in the first week, he scored 94 and he could have easily scored 100. And I thought, why wouldn't he do it again in the first week of the first game of week 2? And I think this is a game where he could potentially score a ton. So if he's going to score a ton, he'll definitely be the star player. So I've put him down as the star player for this match. And don't forget, it's only the first of 4 matches coming your way on the European Cricket Network on Tuesday. And final reminder to follow us on social media. Don't forget to like and leave a comment on this video if you enjoy the match preview videos. I really enjoy chatting to people all around the world that are enjoying the European Cricket Series. And I love that kind of engagement. We want to hear from you. Who are you enjoying watching there in Barcelona? But for now, this is Vinny Sandhu, Mr. Maximo for the European Cricket Network saying enjoy the game. We'll see you next time on European Cricket.